All right. Well, welcome to our virtual smoothie workshop. We are trying to make the most of being quarantined and having options of things we can do together using technology. So we're glad you guys are taking the time to spend the next 3 hours with us with our smoothie workshop here. I'm just kidding. It'll probably be about a half an hour. So hang in there with us and, enjoy a bunch of recipes. But I do want to make sure you guys know that you might want to screenshot. So if you have your phone nearby or if you're on your phone, you know how to take a picture, do a screenshot. Or if you are on your computer, have your phone nearby that you can take a picture of some of the recipes because we're going to have several of them that will be helpful for you to be able to take a picture of. So, all right. So welcome to a few more of you guys coming on. Thanks for joining us. And like I was saying, guys, have a way to be able to take a picture of recipes or screenshot them, okay? So that is a big reason why I'm sure a lot of you are here to learn new ways to make smoothies. And I also know for a lot of you, this is not your first smoothie workshop, but for some of you it is. So just a real quick introduction of myself. I'm Amanda Villarreal and we live in Zealand and we have 5 kids. And I also have a fitness studio along with my Shackley business. And I was introduced to Shackley back when I was 17 years old. And the only reason I ever started Shackley was for my own health. And used the products and it made a drastic difference in actually my anemia. And that was where our Shackley journey started. And we are actually just, very excited right now of where the industry is going with health and wellness. And I think we can all feel good as you guys will learn a little bit more tonight about Shackley in the direction we're going, guys. I mean, right now is just such a great time for us to be able to really focus on building health. And we're excited to do that in another way with using smoothies. So we have been doing regular smoothie workshops for you guys that are local for over 3 years now that we have continued to do these. And, we try to incorporate new recipes, new ideas, and give you just lots of different suggestions and things that can help you to know how we can have quick, convenient meals that are also giving you the perfect balance of nutrients, not just for you, but also for your family. And we want to kind of highlight that many of these recipes are perfect for kids and they can help you. Scarlett's actually going to help me with making our smoothie over here tonight. And the Shackley difference, the protein powder that we're going to be implementing in our smoothies, we, again, need you to understand why this is different. Okay, there's a lot of proteins out there and there's a lot of sources we can get our protein from, but we want to make sure that we have clean, unadulterated, pure ingredients that are going into our bodies. And this is one of the most cleanest sources you can find. And again, you know that because of all the testing and high standards that Shackley has. We have Olympians that use our Shackley powder, and you know that if Olympian can use it, they have the highest standards out of anybody as far as safety. So we know that this is safe, clean, and pure. And why do we need to look at adding more protein in our diet? I know most of us know that protein is a building block, right? And protein is basically what helps hold everything together. It's like when you build a house, the mortar that goes in between is what protein is in our body. It helps hold things together. So we need to make sure that we are getting enough good quality protein in our diets, because if we don't, we're going to notice we have a really hard time with our bodies continuing to repair and also with our overall health and how we feel. So if you're reading on the screen there, kind of what protein does, helping with, repairing tissues, making enzymes, making hormones. I think most of us know it for muscle building purposes. But we want to know that getting the right amount of protein is also a really good guideline. And if you're seeing there on the screen that the average man needs about 56 grams a day and the average woman about 46 grams a day. And that would be if you're sedentary. And I know a lot of you on here are definitely not sedentary, so we have to look at definitely adding a little bit more into our diet. And yes, protein is in a lot of foods, but if we can also look at high concentrate amounts of a clean protein, one serving of this is going to give you 20 grams of protein. Now, we want to note though that too much protein is not good either. Too much protein is very hard on our kidneys. So it's not that we want to find a protein powder and higher the protein, the better. That's what a lot of your heavy bodybuilders are like, oh, yeah, more protein, the better. But it actually can be very hard and have opposite effect of what you're trying to go for with building health. So the right amount of protein and looking for a digestible form of protein and combining that with this Life Shake, if you're seeing on the screen there, it's awesome because it doesn't have a lot of the things that many of us are sensitive to today. Gluten being a huge one, dairy, the amount of sugar we have in our diets, there's zero sugar added into this, the The fact that it is, non-genetically modified, which is a huge issue with soy today. So finding non-genetically modified options today is very difficult, and you can be guaranteed that for over 60 years, this has always been non-GMO. So whether our goals are, guys, energy, immunity, we're looking to lose weight, we're just looking for healthy meal options, we're trying to maybe get our metabolism a little bit more regulated, maybe to build muscle, you will love smoothies. And we're going to give you more also recipes with using protein tonight. So again, why is this protein different? Really quickly, this is fast absorbing, and it's immediately released into your bloodstream within 15 minutes. So it's not going to be like a meat source protein or even a dairy source, where a lot of times it can take several hours. And actually with things like red meat, it can actually take days for protein to break down. So this gets in your body quickly. And again, if you look at many of the things that we find soy is helpful for, many different areas and processes our body has to go through. Having a clean soy, knowing that it's processed correctly, it's not washed with alcohol, it doesn't have anything added, they don't use heat to process their protein, you'll know that it's giving you all of the live ingredients that we're looking for building health. So with protein options, there are lots of different flavors. We have vanilla chocolate, cafe latte, and strawberry. And you can get this in a canister, or you can see on the screen there, this pouch. Okay, and now some people do not know that we actually have a family pack of protein options. So if you buy 2 of these, you can actually get a little bit of a discount by buying it as a family pack. So we wanted to make sure that you guys knew about that, because it's a good way to save if you're like us and you have maybe kids and you make a lot of smoothies, or we're going to show you protein balls here in a minute, that having a larger quantity at a lower price is great to know about. So I wanted to make sure we highlight that. And as we get to our recipes, guys, here is where we're going to begin. So if you want to screenshot this, I'm going to kind of rearrange my pictures here. Hopefully you guys can all see this. And Sarah's actually going to be coming on here and demonstrating how we make protein balls, which these are a staple in many of our families. And I know Sarah will agree. So Sarah, I'm trying to find you on my screen here, though. I got too many things going on. Sarah, I have like 3 of you, so I'm not sure which one you want. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, all right. Sarah, okay. You there?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, but hang on one second, guys. If you want to screenshot this, go ahead, but I'll come back to this. I'm going to make you big on the screen, Sarah, so that we can all see you really well. Okay. All right.
Okay. Scott, you need to log out.
Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Can you see Sarah on your screen big? No. I see you nice and big, Sarah.
When she's talking, she becomes big. When you're talking, you're big.
Okay. How about that?
I won't talk.
No.
When you told Scott to log off, we lost you.
Okay.
There you are. There you are.
You're good.
Yep.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. So yeah, hi guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah, and I've been with Shackley now for 2 years this month. And this is Gavin. He's my middle son here. And we have 3 boys, and I'm a nurse at Holland. And we all started with Shackley 2 years ago with the cleaning products. And the reason we started was because this one and my youngest one had a bunch of skin issues, rashes, little eczema to little pustule things, just weird skin things. And this one was my respiratory kids who would get a cold and it would morph into gunk, sinus infections, missing school. So it was recommended that we try switching out our cleaning products. And within, I would say, a couple weeks or so, it made a huge difference for us, and we were hooked. And I've known Amanda for a very long time, and just kind of slowly got into the nutrition aspects of it, and always been passionate about health and wellness. I have tried every smoothie powder out there. You name a protein powder and I've probably tried it. So Shackley really hit home with me because it is at the top of the top for ingredients, which was very important to me. And it kept me full, which was a huge thing for me. Most smoothies just kind of went right through and I was hungry within an hour. And just knowing that it was safe and pure and the protein in it was a great source for me and the kids. So it slowly went from cleaning products to nutrition, and we do some of the sports performance stuff. You like the hydrate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of use a little bit of all of it in our family. And tonight, before we dive into smoothies, which are a huge staple for us, we're gonna show you protein balls. And I make these most every Sunday. I've gotten a little bit out of the routine with all of the COVID-19 stuff, but I usually double or triple this recipe. And I don't know if Amanda has a slide for me, but if not now, she'll show it later. But I'm gonna do the most basic recipe for you guys. But know with power balls, they are, basically you can't screw them up. You can add things to it. You can roll them in coconut. You can use peanut butter or almond butter. If it's too runny, you can add more dry ingredients. If it's too dry, you just add more liquid. It's really easy. Kids can help, and it's a good, healthy snack. And of course, it incorporates our protein. So we're gonna do the most basic recipe that Amanda will show you. And I have everything out already. We kind of pre-get ready for it. So we have about 3/4 to a cup of oats. And a little tidbit, I grind up my oats a little bit. I just don't like chunky oat flakes, but that's up to you. You don't have to. So I just quick ground them up. And then we're gonna use almond butter because we have a peanut allergy in our house. So I'm gonna put this one in. So you're just gonna mix basically all your ingredients. It's really simple. Doesn't matter what order you go in. Here, I'll just do it, okay?
But I still have peanut butter.
A lot of almond butter. Yeah.
Whatever.
Almond butter. What's your favorite recipe, Gab, man?
I don't know what a recipe is.
Okay, chocolate chip. And then we have honey that we use here from a local honey source, bee bark honey.
Bee bark.
So we're gonna add our honey in here. Yeah. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me very well. We have 2 amazing iPads, but we can't figure out how to get the gallery view working. So I can't see myself on those and I don't know what I'm doing.
Sarah, we can see you great on my screen, and I think everybody else can too, so you're good.
Very small on mine, so. And then we're gonna use flaxseed. Always great to add healthy things like flaxseed. And what's this, Gab, man?
Powder?
Yep, so this is our protein powder. We're using the vanilla life shake. We've done it with strawberry, we've done it with chocolate. You can do really whatever floats your boat as far as your palate goes. And we're gonna do that a little bit later, okay? And I don't think it's on there, but I love chia seeds. Great source of omegas, really good for you. So we're just gonna kind of guesstimate maybe about a tablespoon. Again, you can't screw these up, really. I'm not a great cook, so. And then you just mix them all together. So we got easy peasy, right?
Yep, easy.
You wanna throw the chocolate chips in?
Wait, all of them?
All of them, go for it. We have regular size chocolate chips. You can get mini. We always try to get a little bit healthier source of chocolate chips, but sometimes, let's be honest, it just doesn't matter. All right. So you mix it up. Again, if it seems too runny, add a few, a little bit more protein powder. You want it to be a little bit sticky. And I'll have Gavin, we're not gonna do all these because I don't want you guys sitting here forever. What are you doing?
I'm doing like a...
You doing your cool thing? Okay.
No, it's not.
All right, so we have it all mixed up. Kind of looks like a denser cookie dough. And then you show them how we do. Size-wise, doesn't matter, guys. You can do them big, you can do them small.
I'm gonna do a big.
You wanna do a big one? And then you just roll them. Like so. Boom. And then we, usually we eat some of them as we make them. That's a really big one. But you guys, these freeze really well. So I'm not kidding you. I usually double or triple a recipe, put them in the freezer. Oh wow, there's a big one for you. And pull them out. I put them in kids' lunches. I've been pulling them out during this whole shutdown. Just a good, healthy snack alternative, and you're sneaking a little bit of goodness in there with the protein. And yeah, that's how we do it. And like I said, you can roll them in coconut flakes is another option. We've done them with little, another good one is to kind of like a sweet and salty. You can add crushed up pretzels to it, along with chocolate chips. What else have we done? We have strawberry ones. We do chocolate ones, chocolate ones. But these are probably your favorite, right?
Yeah.
So that's protein balls in a nutshell. Questions?
Awesome.
Super easy, guys.
Can I have this one?
Sure.
You can't mess them up. So thanks, guys. Good helping over there. That was perfect. All right. Let me get back to our screen here, guys. Can you guys see the recipes back up?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So if you didn't get a chance to screenshot that, go ahead now. And the one that Sarah was talking about is this first recipe here. That's kind of a very basic one. Love this lemon chia one. This has been one of my favorites lately. And we also have a cherry chia, which is a really good one too. And granola's added in there, so it gives a little crunch. But again, guys, great ideas for giving kids healthy snacks and sneaking in more protein. So we love hacks to be able to add protein. And you can easily make any of these gluten-free. So that's a concern for a lot of people these days. So very, very easy to substitute and again, make them so they accommodate everyone. And another tip for making those protein balls. Yeah.
Yeah, and mentioning the gluten-free thing, let me know if you want that recipe, because I don't know if Kate's on here or not, but she gave me a really good recipe that I think just used almond flour. There was no.
Yes,
I don't remember.
I have that one too. Yeah, that is another great one too. Yep. So there are lots of options out there, guys. But the idea is to give you just, more thoughts. And another idea to make them so they look pretty that we learned, and I don't remember who it was that taught me this, was using a little melon baller. And you can make them look really fancy by actually scooping them, if you want to just even put it out there if you're, having friends over and you want to look a little more fancy. So thanks for sharing over there, guys. All right. So we will get into our actual smoothie time here. And we're going to show you guys a few different recipes, but we're also going to share a whole bunch that you can take pictures of, okay? So you will have enough recipes to get you through most of your quarantine if you do these once or twice. So we'll give you quite a few here to go through. Hopefully the quarantine doesn't go for months and months, so I shouldn't say that. But all right, guys, here's how we make a shake. There is really a lot of options for making this to be, as healthy or as unhealthy as you want it, to be honest with you. You can just begin by mixing your powder with a liquid. For some people, this is all they do. They put in a shaker cup, and that's how they start. And you know what? To be honest with you, in the morning, because we don't always want to run the blender, that's how we start our day. But for lunchtime or throughout the day when the kids want a snack, we actually like to make a full-blown smoothie, and we can add more nutrients to it. So just some quick add-ons before we're going to have Stacy show us how to actually put together one. I'm going to show you a freezer smoothie meal option. But just some great things to be looking at add-ons. A lot of us know, maybe freezing spinach that's going to go bad, throw that into your smoothies. You can do the same thing with kale. We are a big fan, well, the kids aren't, but they don't know what goes in there a lot of times, of these organic greens boosters. You lose a little tiny scoop of this, and it's equivalent of 1 cup of kale, broccoli, and spinach. So you don't have to worry about your greens going bad. So we love throwing these in smoothies. But, Sarah mentioned also in, chia seeds, great, we're looking for more sources, guys, of nutrients, and fiber is a big one. That is one of, I'd probably say, the main areas that people tend to be lacking in their diet is actually getting enough fiber, and that definitely affects, your bowels, your intestinal health, and we want to make sure we're getting enough fiber daily. So these have actually 10 grams, and flax seeds have 9 grams of fiber. So these are both great things to get additional fiber into your smoothies, which if you look at even just the protein mix here, this has 6 grams of fiber. So the average American needs somewhere around 25 grams a day. So if you use your powder and either chia or flaxseed, you have 15 grams covered in one of your meals. So great, effective way to kind of load up on nutrients. We also are a big fan of squeezing things like lemons, limes, if you have things sitting around. And if you have a good blender, I actually leave the peelings on a lot of times, especially if I've washed them, and I will just throw the whole thing in there. So, you can really use a lot of different things in here that you might not necessarily think of. And that's what we try to do in these smoothie workshops, or give you different ideas and different recipes and just thoughts of how you can put these together. We also like using this powdered peanut butter, and it helps because it doesn't stick to your blender. So if you've ever seen this before, this is a bigger size one, this organic one we got from Costco, but this is another really good thing to know for getting a defatted source of protein is this powdered peanut butter. Using extracts like vanilla and mint, amazing. Some of the recipes you're going to see will have vanilla extract especially. You can change textures by adding more ice, by adding things like yogurt. Avocado is a great thickening agent, so you can do different fruits and vegetables and adding other things just to make it a texture that works for you. So we're going to have Stacy go ahead and take over and show us one of her favorite recipes right now. So Stacy, I'm going to make you big here now. There we go.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Can everybody see me, hear me? Am I big for you? Oh, okay. I guess I see what Sarah's talking about. Okay, before I tell you a little bit about me, how I got started with Shackley, and do a super quick smoothie for you, I wanted to touch on 3 things about the protein balls that Sarah said. First of all, they travel really, really well. If you're going to go to Florida or on spring break, you can freeze those little suckers, take them out, and your kids have a really nutritious snack that holds them a lot longer than chips and candy and junk. So they travel really well. Second of all, I saw a really fun take on the peanut butter ones. You could probably use it anywhere, but for fall, someone had made them into little acorn type shapes, dipped the top of it in chocolate, and stuck a pretzel stick in the end and brought them to the children's school for a healthy snack alternative. So that's super fun. And then today I decided to try the lemon protein recipe. But I realized when I was getting ready to make them that the only vanilla protein we had in the house was my husband's plant protein. And I thought, I don't know if I can go there and just eat the plant protein with a few ingredients. So I decided to get really gutsy, and I threw strawberry life shake mix in there. And they are super like springy, summery, very light. They taste really good. So it's kind of like a strawberry lemon coconut thing. So you can definitely mix things up. So there was that. But my name is Stacy, and I have been with Shackley for 2 years. How I got started was with the vitamin D3. I had not been feeling very well, but I couldn't really put my finger on why and what was wrong. I would go to my annual physicals. I would go through some just normal testing. The doctor said everything turned out fine. I had been taking down food logs for about 3 to 6 months, and I kept thinking, I don't know, maybe it's the food, maybe I'm allergic to something. I could not get the scale to budge. I wanted to go to bed about 7:30. Like, I wanted the kids to tuck me in. I was exhausted. And I went to bed every night with a heating pad, because once I got in bed and laid down, I was freezing cold. But I have hypothyroidism, and I was already on thyroid medicine. So I just really figured that was the way of life. I couldn't change it. It was due to my thyroid, and nothing was going to change. That's kind of when Amanda's son and my son became friends in basketball, and I found out Amanda was a nutritionist, and I thought, aha, I can talk to a nutritionist and show them my food logs and see what she has to say. And it was at our appointment that she suggested I be tested for vitamin D levels at my doctor's appointment. And turns out I was totally deficient. What the doctor told me was, oh yeah, by the way, you wanted to be tested for vitamin D. It's totally deficient. Just go to any store that sells it, pick up a bottle, and take 2 until the sun comes out in April. I'm very Dutch. I would probably go buy the cheapest thing that's out there, and that kind of concerned me. And that's kind of when I started with Amanda and thought, you know what? I know Shackley tests everything. I know it's beyond organic. I know it's safe. They've done everything for me. I'm going to go this route. And that's really how I started. It's probably one of the cheapest products they have, but it's a powerhouse. It works. And I no longer go to bed with a heating pad. I can actually stay up till about 10, maybe 9:30. Still not a major late nighter. I have seen the scale move recently with some working with some shakes and products and that kind of stuff, and changing some different eating habits. But everything that we have tried in the 2 years has worked, and we just keep on trying new products and have success with everything. So at that point I was kind of hooked, and we just keep on going with it. So that being said, I am going to show you a super quick way to make a smoothie in the morning. I am not one to add a ton of stuff. So let's say you're out of your freezer smoothies and you're thinking, I want to change things up. I'm going to show you a little bit more of an unhealthy smoothie that will feel like a real treat. If you are stuck on Starbucks and you can't get out, this is going to be a take like on a mocha frappe. So super quick. I've kind of been hooked on it and treating myself. We have like one of these little Cuisinart mixers. So I just grab my cup, I fill it with some crushed ice, and I fill it with a couple of cubes of ice because I really want it to be thick and icy, a little bit more like a frappe. I also use unsweetened almond milk, vanilla flavored, and I just pour some in. Now, the good thing about this recipe is you can make it with vanilla life shake, you can make it with cafe latte life shake, or you can make it with chocolate life shake, or a combination. My favorite right now is cafe latte, but I also like it kind of mocha-y, so I do 1 scoop of cafe latte, 1 scoop of chocolate. I do like to be a little bit healthy, so I add in a scoop of the ground flaxseed that Sarah showed you as well. Then I just do a spoonful of instant coffee. And again, because we're just unhealthy anyway, you throw in a little handful, maybe 10 to 15 chocolate chips. You don't need much. And then that's it. You put the cover on it, throw it on the blender, and I'm going to blend it for just a second, so I'm going to mute you because it's extremely annoying and loud. So hold on, and I'll show you.
It's funny, it's so quiet. All right, she's almost done.
Okay, and that's it. My breakfast is ready. It's already in the cup. I throw a straw in it, and it's like a treat, but it's a little bit thicker than just a normal smoothie. And I like to chew the chocolate chips in it and the ice and have it kind of icy as a treat. So yeah, it's super good. Try it. Hey, Amanda, I can't hear you. I don't know if anybody else can. Are you muted?
I was muted, thank you. There we go, I was trying to switch my screen. Thank you, Stacy, that was a very fun recipe. And again, guys, you know, just some different ideas. So hopefully you're learning some things. All right, so here are a few recipes for you, which I forgot to delete a couple of these because they're on the next screen. But here is a sheet of one of our previous smoothie recipe workshops that we've done. And a couple of our favorites are on here. This one here, that's a chocolate life shake with avocado and vanilla extract. This was actually a really popular one. It's almost like a pudding, and that's a favorite. So, you know, look at the combinations, pineapple turmeric. There's, you know, a strawberry milkshake. That's another popular one. If Norma's on here, which I think she was, I think that's one of her favorite ones. And you know, it's just kind of fun to get different, if you see the variety here, guys. So again, take a picture and try some of these, okay? Now, if you're looking to, I wanted to give other protein options. So I put 2 of these recipes on the next screen, but the one that I was gonna start with here was showing you this chocolate almond smoothie bowl. That is a really popular thing right now, or smoothie bowls. I don't know if you've heard of those lately, but putting all of your ingredients basically in a bowl so you can eat it with a spoon. This would be another way that you could create a smoothie, but being able to eat it versus drinking it. Okay, so I know all of us have different things we like, and so we want to be giving you options. And if you can see on my screen, it might be really small for you, so if you're having a hard time, we're happy to send this to you too. This even has cauliflower in it, guys, and I know people might freak out because they're like, really, cauliflower with protein powder, zucchini, almond butter, banana, cocoa powder, chia seeds, and raspberries, and granola on the top? You might think that's disgusting, but I'm telling you, when you put things in with the right fruit combinations, you'll have no idea it's in there. And it's, again, another way of kind of having a thicker option for being able to give you some variety. So that would be a picture of, again, a smoothie bowl here. So just to, again, give you more recipes here. And the other 2 that we wanted to mention that I also like for protein is a protein pudding. And very easy to make, and really good texture because of the chia seeds in there. So love the chia pudding and this green smoothie muffins. And I know some people freak out because they're green, but that's because it has 2.5 cups of spinach in there. So, you know, it's kind of fun though, because you can, you know, make it a treat for your kids. And, you know, we like St. Patrick's Day, this was a recipe, you know, we use. So there's ideas of things you can incorporate. But again, if you look in there, guys, what a health packed powerhouse between having healthy fats, the protein, if you notice, there's no added sugar. There's not things that are going to create it to be high glycemic, and perfect even for a breakfast option. So I wanted to give you just another way of using protein. So a green smoothie muffin. All right, here are some more recipes. You guys want to take a picture of this one? Again, if you're reading through some of these, and if you can't see, I'm just going to kind of quickly run through them. A ginger shake. This has grated ginger in there. If you don't have ginger fresh, you can also use dried, but it gives it a very strong taste. So if you're not a ginger fan, do not add much. Has a green apple in there, lemon juice, vanilla life shake. The red velvet, this has beets in there. It makes it very red in color. But again, guys, look at the different nutrients, and we always try to encourage people to eat the rainbow, right? And you see all the different colors? That's what we want to do. And so many of us, if I asked you if you make smoothies, which some of you may never do this, but if you do, you make the same one every single time, right? And this is what we want to just be able to bring to you. Cindy's like, yep, that's me. Is some more options and ideas. So if you're reading through there, the next one there is your carrot cake shake. That's also a really good one. And the cinnamon in there gives it a really good taste mixed with carrots and bananas and vanilla extract. Snickerdoodle is another popular favorite. Cinnamon, vanilla extract, and peanut butter. Great combination with the vanilla life shake. Chocolate avocado mousse. It's another twist on one that, again, is a little bit thicker of a smoothie. Strawberry breakfast shake and vanilla chai tea. So even adding things in there like tea. Stacy did coffee. But for some people, you know, we're trying to get them to be healthier. And, you know, Stacy said that was unhealthy. But you know what? The protein you're getting in there, guys, makes up for, I would say, having that little bit of sugar you added with the chocolate chips. And you know, a little coffee is not going to be having a drastic effect on your health. Now, if Stacy had 6 cups of coffee along with that shake in the morning, I might say, yes, now you've totally made it not healthy. But having a little bit here and there, not so bad. So, you know, just try to weigh your options here. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and Scarlett has been waiting for this the entire time, show you how we actually make a freezer smoothie meal. We encourage you guys to learn how to do this because it is a super effective way that it's kind of like if you guys remember meals that used to be made as a group and you put them in your freezer, and it was a big trend for a while. And the reason, because if you have them, you're going to be more likely to eat healthy versus if you have to always have those ingredients on hand to go out there and make them, a lot of times you might not do that and you'll just choose for a fast food option or something quick. Where if we have these pre-made, it's quick. So we take a freezer smoothie bag, okay, just a freezer bag, I should say. And we put a label on this, but this is what we do at a workshop. So at home, you can just take a magic marker, write the name of it, pick one of these shakes, and say that you're gonna make like 6 of them, for example. So have 6 bags ready, put your protein in there. This one has half a banana, half a cup of frozen mango, and a quarter piece of a cucumber. So we put this in a bag and you throw it in the freezer. It's not going to denature the protein. You can freeze this. The only thing you can't do with the protein is boil it. If you want to have a warm smoothie, which during winter we tend to do more of those, you can boil your liquid first and then add the protein, but don't boil the protein because you'll kill some of the live nutrients in there. So, and that protein also has digestive enzymes in there, which is one of the things that gets killed by heat. But the digestive enzymes really helps with the absorption of protein. So it's, again, another reason why our protein's different. So we're gonna take this bag. Again, this is really difficult. You can pick your liquid sources. Now, I just wanna kind of note to a lot of you guys, there's a lot of liquids, right? You can use water, you can use almond milk, soy milk, pea milk. There is oat milk, there's flax milk. There are so many options. We have in our house right now almond milk and soy milk. But the one thing to note, guys, if you're using almond milk, there is like no protein in almond milk hardly. So there's only 1 gram of protein in this, where the soy milk does have, you know, 7 grams. So you can kind of weigh that out for if you're trying to get more protein, look at using an option like an organic soy. Same with your flax. You can kind of look at the ones that have more protein in them. But if you're using water, you do need to add 3 scoops of your shake mix, okay? Because this should be a meal. So if you're using water, you're losing the protein and some of the calories and the fiber to make it a meal. So, all right, we got 8 ounces of our almond milk in this one. And Scarlett's going to go ahead and take over here. She's gonna take her bag. Shows you it's fun even for kids to do. She loves doing smoothies. She dumped it in, and we like to generally add ice too, like Stacy did. Go ahead. We're gonna dump our ice in there. And I'm not gonna worry about the noise here, so I'm gonna put my lid on, make sure you have your lid on there well. You wanna start, Scarlett? Yeah, we're just going to run this for not very long at all here. It'll take about 30 seconds. It's okay, it'll be fine. All right, so you can see here again just how fast that was, guys. Again, I didn't time it there, but I think it was pretty quick. Stacy's laughing over there. Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, I can't hear your blender.
You couldn't hear it?
No, it was totally silent that whole time. I thought, what do you mean she talked about, she cared about what it sounded like? I thought you muted yourself. We couldn't hear your blender.
That's awesome. Wow, I always think it's so loud. I guess we could use it in the morning. So here's our smoothie. Scarlett's going to try it. And again, the texture of it, it's a little, creamier by adding the ice in there. But, again, just so many ways, guys, that we can look to add variety. So, we hope we gave you guys some really good, just new things to try. And we definitely would, love to hear from you guys as you're trying some new recipes. And if this is helpful, let us know, because we would, we're looking at adding more and more online options for you guys to help bring education and just have fun, right? I think we need to have more of the community and getting together, even if it's online. This is great. So a couple other things here, guys, just to really walk through. We want to make sure that we know as we're building health right now, we do have some great options that incorporate protein. We absolutely love our Prove It Challenge. So if some people are looking to, hey, you want to do a cleanse right now while you're stuck at home? Good timing, right? So this is a Prove It Challenge, a great way to begin building health. There's also a new immunity challenge. So for, again, some of us that might be looking for ways to get started, these would be great options for you. And to highlight a couple of specials that we wanted to bring to you guys. So if you place any order with protein this week, we will be giving you a free gift. If you place a family pack of the protein, which would be the 2 pouches, we're actually going to give you a shaker cup and a free gift, and you will get free shipping. And if you're not a member, that's considered a free membership. So that's a great way to get kind of stocked up on protein and to get a free gift. And you guys have the recipes now. Hopefully you again took pictures of them, but if you didn't, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to send you the slides of those pictures too if you couldn't get those. Anything else you guys have questions on? I want you to unmute yourself now as we're getting ready to wrap up here. So anything you can think of, questions, comments, was this helpful? Did you get some new ideas? We'd love to hear from you real fast. You're quiet, guys. Anybody? Oh, good. Laura's going to talk.
Yeah, quick question. So I had to take this from my work iPad, so I can't take screenshots on this. Is there any way someone could send me those recipes? My kids decided to bring our other iPad down to absolutely nothing.
Sure. I'll send them to Sarah, and Sarah can send them to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. All right. It's good. Anybody else? Did you guys like the recipes? Get some new ideas? Great. Okay, that's our goal, guys. So hopefully it was fun, informative. Also want to let you guys know, again, online, we are doing several different groups. We're just wrapping up right now a Surviving and Thriving Nutrition group on Facebook. So we may be starting another group in May, and we might just continue that one. We'll see. And we also have our Surviving and Thriving and Working from Home. So we're just kind of sharing some more of our stories, more about what we do. You want to learn more about Shackley? That's also a great Facebook group to check out. And thank you guys so much again for joining us. Again, we'd love to hear feedback. So please share with us if it's helpful, maybe some things that, we could improve on, some more ideas for topics. We would love to hear from you. And next week, Monday night, we're going to be back at 8:30 with another live option. And this is going to be on, we haven't quite come up with a title yet. I think Sarah had it with, I forgot the name of it, Sarah, something about essential. Skincare is essential. What was it, Sarah? Tell me. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, I think your skin is essential. It was simple.
That was it. I thought that was a great name. So other ideas, guys, how we can take care of ourselves right now. And self-care is another important topic. So, all right, guys, I'll hang out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
Wake up.
Thanks.
Thank you.